Hello, welcome to Beacon of Truth Tarot. My name is Laurel. This is going to be a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or anybody who has Pisces strongly in their chart. If you're interested in entering the drawing to win a free personal reading from me, all you need to do is subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below. You can enter the drawing up to 12 times by commenting on all 12 videos in the series. Today I'm going to be using the Tarot of the Spirit by Pamela and Joyce Eakins, in case you're interested in finding the deck. So what do we have for Pisces? Pisces. Starting out, Pisces, you have the Ten of Earth, the great work. That's nice. The Four of Earth, power in reverse. Put it there. And the Four of Wind, mastery in reverse. I want that one. Hold on. I do. The universe in reverse, clarifying the Ten of Earth. Okay. So the Ten of Earth, the great work. This is enough for you. It's prosperity. It's a good life for you and your family, you and your community, your grandchildren. Like, this is enough to go around. The universe clarifying it possibly means you're not ready to finish this cycle. That's interesting. The tens are finishing up a cycle usually, and the universe, this is finishing up a cycle. It's taking the two things and bringing them together at the judgment point and then integrating them into one. It's the ending of a cycle. You have it in reverse. It's almost like you're at the end of a cycle, but you don't want to be. We'll see as we go forward. It's coming out with Four of Earth and Four of Wind. So that's interesting. The Four of Earth, I'm going to talk about these upright, but they're both in reverse. The Four of Earth, it's named power in this deck. It speaks to me of a power struggle when it's in reverse. And it's coming out with the Four of Wind, mastery. It's like you haven't been able to integrate what you've learned because this is in reverse. Upright, this is a pause point to reflect, assess, and then get back out into the battle. But in reverse, it feels like you haven't had time to integrate yet what this cycle is, or what this is, this great work that's reaching a accumulation or a height of. You haven't had time to do that yet. So it's a little bit, you're not wrapping it up quite yet. And it may have to do with a power struggle, but we'll see as we go forward. Okay. In your world, Pisces, ooh, two came out. I'm going to put those together this way. It's interesting. Again, not quite pulling it together. The Six of Earth, beauty. This is a very balanced give and take, giving and receiving. It's, to me, it's the balance between the higher planes and the lower planes. It's the understanding of, in order to receive, you have to give first. It's a cycle. Money is an energy. It's an energy of commerce, and it's a cycle. It goes round and round, okay? You've got this upright in your position of who you are. So you understand this balance of giving and receiving. And it's coming out with the Two of Fire, convergence in reverse. Now, to me, this card talks about bringing things together. It's very much like the World card, this universe card here. It talks about bringing together manifestation. Taking the actions we need in order to manifest, and seeing and understanding those two dynamics. You have it in reverse. So this tells me, again, you've got the right formula, but it hasn't been successful. You've got a good life, but you don't want to finish it, end it. Like maybe you're about to retire or something, and you don't really want to. Like there's something you haven't quite figured out. Okay. Then in your position of control, you've got the star in reverse. So the star is your guiding light. This is hope and faith, belief in things unseen. And in reverse, in your position of control, it tells me that you're not trusting in a higher power to help lead you and guide you. It feels like you've done everything right. You've been successful. You've reached your goal. That's what it is. You've reached your goal, and it hasn't. It doesn't feel like anything. It doesn't feel great. Like you want a new goal. Interesting. This feels like you were expecting that when you made $1 million, then you'd have arrived, and it feels like you don't feel like you've arrived. Whatever this goal was here, this 10 of Earth, the great work that you achieved, I believe you achieved it. It doesn't seem fulfilling. Like you've achieved it, and you're going to achieve it, but you don't want to be done with it. I think that the piece of fulfillment that is supposed to come with the achieving of a goal is absent here, because we've got this star in reverse. You don't feel like you've gotten out of it what you wanted to get out of it. In your immediate environment, Pisces, you've got the Lovers in reverse and One of Wind, Dawn. Now, Dawn falls in the exact position of Other. This is a new awakening. And the Lovers in reverse, this feels, Pisces, like you did everything you were supposed to do. Say you're married and you had said you would provide for the family or whatever. You'd do this thing, whatever your responsibility was. You fulfilled it. And I feel like it wasn't enough for them, that they left anyways. They wanted something new. And you're left holding the bag going, what the hell? I upheld all of my parts of the responsibility. And they were like, yeah. And they went and found something new. That's what it feels like. So what you've done with this, Pisces, Death in reverse, 8 of Wind, Power Shield in reverse, 9 of Fire, Eye of Fire. This one wants to come out too, and I feel like it's yours. 6 of Fire, Glory. It's interesting that like extra cards came out straight down the middle here. Okay, your current position is 9 of Fire, Eye of Fire. This is a card of holding on to your commitments, keeping your commitments at all costs. It doesn't matter how beat up you are, how exhausted you are, how abused you are, you're not giving up. You're gonna hold your commitment. And it's being clarified by the 6 of Fire, Glory in reverse. This is a card of receiving kudos from others, pat on the back, reward for your hard work, and you have it in reverse. It's a non-success. So your current position is like you held on, you held in there, and you were unsuccessful anyways. Okay. Coming out with that, we've got in your position of Will and Desire, Death in reverse, and in your confidence position, 8 of Wind, Power Shield. With Power Shield here in your interior position, this is being released from a trap, okay? But coming out with your Will and Desire, the Death card in reverse, is like you don't want this transformation. It feels like at least this was the devil you know. There is a transformation going on here and you're resisting it because the death card is in reverse. Now being in your will and desire, you don't want this transformation. But somewhere deep inside of you, Pisces, you know that you are being released from something that was very difficult. You're being released from something that was confusing, it was repressive or oppressive, it was controlling, and it was messing with your mind. You know this deep down because this is in your confidence position. It's a very deep knowing. You know you're being released from this. So there's some part of you that knows that this wasn't necessarily great for you, but it is the devil you know and you're fighting for it. It's a little bit echoed here in this Nine of Fire. I don't care what happens, how abused I am, how miserable I am, I'm still going to hold the fort because I said I would. Okay. In the greater environment, Pisces, Nine of Wind, the screen in reverse. High Priestess in reverse. That's interesting. Pisces, this looks like somebody acted on impulse. And I say that because the High Priestess is very deep. She's very in touch with her interior desires, nudges, the unseen realms, very in touch with herself, the quiet, hidden parts of herself. In reverse, they're not. Like this decision, whatever happened here, in order to get out of this fight or just mind effery, like this traumatic thing. There's somebody is mentally conflicted, okay, and in order to get out of this mentally conflicted thing, I think that they did something that they thought is best for them, but it's not based in a very deep intuitive knowing, and so it feels shallow. It feels like possibly this person in your environment wasn't happy, and instead of feeling deeply and dealing with it, they just decided to go, I don't know, cheat on you or go whatever they did. They had some new wonderful idea that took them away from this relationship that you have. They are I would say they're coming out of a time of not facing themselves. There's something in this screen, like if this was upright, I would say they're not dealing with it. But in reverse, it's like they're beginning to realize that maybe they did something that was against their better judgment, against their gut feeling. Okay, your new perspective. One of water, open channel. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm pausing because this one of wind, Dawn, here, as opposed to the one of water, this is a very cerebral thing, right? This is wind, it's of the mind. This represents the sword suit in most decks. With the High Priestess in reverse here, it's like they made a cerebral decision. It's not based on heart. It's not based in love. This can be a very cerebral decision, a cerebral new start, mentally. In your position, you've got love. Like maybe this relationship, whoever it was, it does feel like a lover. You guys connected on a very mental level, and now your new perspective is that there needs to be love. You want to act lovingly. Okay, spark of change is going to be 3 of wind recognition. upright, right? The upright, this is 3 swords stabbed through the heart. To me, though, they're incremental. It's a lot of things that add up to a big thing. You have it in reverse in your spark of change on top of this power shield. This feels like blame. It feels like always bringing up the ways in which somebody has not done right, has not done well, all the mistakes that they've made. And this being in reverse is like dropping that tit for tat, that pokey pokey. There's something. These are painful cards. The 8 of Wind and the 3 of Wind are very, very painful cards. They're both in reverse. It's like dropping that. So spark of change, I think, is going to be when you stop hounding them. Stop blaming. Stop focusing on the bad. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Stop focusing on the negative here. You want to remember and think of what was right and good. Because of this open channel, you want to be loving. In order to be loving, stop adding insult to injury. Stop adding. Don't do any more harm here. I don't know if this is you doing harm or them doing harm. It feels to me like somebody wasn't being all in, and you kind of kept calling them out on it, which made them not wake up and say, wow, I'm not all in, I'm kind of being a jerk. It made them probably leave. I'm not sure if they left, but it's done something in your relationship. I do feel like this person has made a bad decision or a decision that you don't like. And you are recognizing the ways in which you were not at your best. That's the spark of change. I think you are recognizing the ways in which you were not at your best. And that does not excuse them, Pisces. This is about you looking at love and being who you want to be. Okay. Your best course of action, the moon in reverse. All right. So with the moon in reverse, this means all secrets, everything hidden needs to come out. It's a little like this high priestess, not looking deep. Not looking deep, just being like, I don't like this argument and this conflict, so I'm just gonna go on my way. They weren't looking very deep. So best course of action is to really, really take a look deep at what's going on here. Because the moon is things unseen. It's what's murky. It's what we don't know. And in reverse, you need to find out what it is that you don't know. Okay, what you're going to struggle with. Sister Earth. And 8 of Earth, the mountain in reverse. That's interesting. Pisces, it looks like what you're going to struggle with is that this person doesn't want to work on it. They don't want to keep climbing that mountain. Sister Earth could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. She's holding something. She's sparkly. She's enlightened. She's grounded in the earth. She's got something. But being clarified by the 8 of Earth, the mountain, this is the 8 of Pentacles. This is putting the work in. And it's in reverse. It's like this Sister Earth doesn't want to put the work in. It also, she's facing this way. She's turning away from the work. Like, I think that's what you're going to struggle with, is that they don't want to work on this with you. Ew. Okay, what needs to fall away? Eight of Fire, lightning path in reverse. So upright, the Eight of Fire is help coming in from the divine. In reverse, it's not. So it's what needs to fall away is, feels like what needs to fall away is like praying and praying and praying for them to come back. It doesn't look like, it looks like maybe you shouldn't be praying for them to come back. This is an intuitive message. It feels like you want what you want, but you're not seeing God's plan for you. Right? That's interesting. Because if this looks like you've gotten everything you're going to get out of this, and you're not letting it complete. The direction you need to head, Pisces. Mother Earth in reverse. Wow, and Mother Water. It feels like you need to uproot yourself and go with the flow a little bit, right? Mother Earth is very grounded in the earth, holding on. It's like a tree planted in the earth. You need to let your roots come up and flow a little bit better. Flow with what's happening here. It's very interesting, Pisces. I don't feel a breakup here. Maybe it's not a breakup. Maybe you guys are just having a serious disagreement here in the Lovers in reverse because somebody has gotten a new idea. Oh, I just realized that the High Priestess is the Pisces card. If this is representing you in your greater environment, then they are not seeing you in a very good light. So you are struggling. You want them to work on this with you, and that's what you're going to struggle with because they refuse to work on it. Eight of Fire reversed as what needs to fall away. It feels like your idea of how this is supposed to go is limiting you, Pisces. That's what it feels like. This uprooting yourself, even if this is like maybe they decide that let's move across the country, let's move to another country. You're like, I don't want to. Now, there's nothing here, like I said, about moving or about breaking up. This is about the basic issue of communication and dealing with this person. This lightning path in reverse feels to me like you want what you want. And the advice here is to move towards being more flowing. Move towards something that's more flowing, ye of little faith. That's the Star in reverse. Sometimes, Pisces, when we don't get what we want, we get something better. And it feels like that. It feels like we're going to see how this ends up. Keep our fingers crossed. But it feels a little like that. Like you are holding on to something old. You don't want to bring accumulation to it. But that this may be trying to lead you to something better. So let's see if that's actually true. What you're not seeing. Three of Earth works. Wow. Okay. Now this is a collaboration. This is new work, a new job. It feels like more like a new community. New work though. A new, oh, that's awesome. Right? Not wanting to bring an end to this old work, but this new work would be something exciting and new. It's a new. Like there's something here. What you're not seeing is that you have new possibilities in work. That's awesome. Because really, and it falls on top of this Six of Earth, you're very balanced, Pisces. You're very balanced in and grounded in, like, in manifestation and in spirit. That's the Six of Earth beauty to me. And what you're not seeing is a new collaboration point, a new possibility of a new something. Well, that's awesome. What's going to be illuminated? Ten of Fire, the Cage in reverse. Now that's letting down burdens. And Brother Fire in reverse. See, that's interesting. Brother Fire upright, he's swift, decisive, takes action, decisive action. In reverse, it's like it feels like forcing your will when that is actually a detriment to you. You're being released from a cage here, Pisces. There is something here. What was under that six? It's not coming together. There is something here about being released from a cage and you're resisting it. What you're not seeing is the benefits in what's happening here. This may not be a relationship at all. This may just be like something that you thought was perfect for you changed, went a different direction with this Ace of Wind. Or maybe you got fired. I'm not sure, but they aren't thinking great of you. You're actually being released from a cage. Wow. And what you're not seeing is that there's a new collaboration. Okay. Something new starting. The bigger picture. Whoa, that one too? Okay, I guess so. Seven of Earth, the Garden in reverse. The Emperor in reverse. Oh, that's so great. Okay. Where was that Eight of Swords? Here. The Eight of Wind, this is a trapping. The Ten of Fire is a trapping. How you get into those, now the Ten of Fire you usually get into by you taking on too much, but the Eight of Wind you get into by others doing it to you, controlling people around you. And I say that because it's been long enough that this person is controlling you. The Emperor is a very controlling, very boxy, don't think outside the box. This is the way it's got to be. It's a very controlling energy, and it can be very oppressive. It can be very coercive. It's like, stay in your box. You have it in reverse with the Garden in reverse, the Seven of Earth. Now, the Seven of Earth is the time needed to get from here to there, building the garden. With both of these in reverse, it's like it's time. It's been enough time. You're being released from something that's been holding you back. You're being released from something that's been oppressive to you. Oh, so awesome. Okay, so we're going to see what the last one is. But right now, it feels like you were let go from a job that you worked at maybe 26 years. And you don't want to go. What happened? You got let go? And this was your job. It's your great work. You don't want to go. God is saying there's something better out there for you. It's time to leave this constrained, oppressive environment. Coming out of your cage that you're holding yourself in by forcing your will. Brother Fire in reverse. Okay, the likely outcome then, Pisces. The sun! The only one that wants to come out. And under the deck is the Ten of Wind, the Way of the Cross, in reverse. This is a betrayal card. The energy running through here is you are ending a betrayal. Oftentimes the Ten of Wind too feels to me like even a betrayal to ourselves when it's in reverse. You are ending a cycle of you not truly living your best life. Okay? You thought it was your best life. That's so awesome. That's what I was saying. Sometimes when we think we know what we want and we force our will to get that, we're limiting ourselves. Because this is great. The Ten of Earth is great. But it's nowhere near as great as the sun. Pisces, you're being asked to uproot yourself here and flow. Flow with the Mother Earth, Mother Water. You're Pisces, you can flow. Go your flowy Piscean way, because you're going to find a new opportunity, a new collaboration that's different than this one, than this 10 of Earth that you've been doing forever and ever and ever. But this one is leading to the Sun. And if this is about a relationship, this Sun card has the two people here together in love under a bright sun. You are heading to something better. It feels to me, especially with this 8 of Fire lightning path in reverse, like Spirit is pushing you, forcing you, Death card, forcing you without you wanting to, especially over here in your will and desire, to face what you're not seeing. What you're not seeing is that you're unhappy here, and it's time to bring whatever this goal that you reached to an end, because you're on your way to something even better. That's what I have for you today, Pisces. I hope that it's helped. If it has, please hit the like button. And otherwise, until next time, namaste.